2 minutes. This is about the Joe Biden podcast. I said podcast. Look, man, it's very hard to start a business with friends. You feel me? The name of the podcast is called Joe Button TV. You feel me? That says everything that you need to know. Like, so the co-host, which is Rory and Mel. Shout out to Mel. You feel me? Shout out to you, bro. But those two co-hosts, y'all have to understand. Look, man, this podcast is named after Joe Buttons. So which meaning that it's his podcast. If it was y'all, if it was all three of y'all podcasts, y'all should have been changed the name a long time ago to the Joe Button, Rory, and Mel's podcast TV. But it's only called Joe Button's podcast. So it's like, y'all niggas knew that was his podcast. You feel me? I think y'all should have just played Batman. He was Batman. Y'all should have played Robin 1 and Robin 2. You feel me? Some things you just can't fight. You feel me? Just let him have his shine. Let him speak his mind. Let him have his way. You feel me? It's his podcast. It's like it's his podcast. His name is on the podcast. He's the reason why people even came attracted to the podcast. Because he used to be a former rapper. You feel me? It's his. Like, we can't fight that. You feel me? It's his shit. So it's like, I didn't understand why y'all felt the need to even fight it. Y'all was fighting a losing battle. You feel me? Like, he's right. I don't think he was right to fire you niggas on air, but he's right in what he was saying about his assessment of it all. It was right. It's his podcast, bro. I can't fight that. You can't, like, I like them three together. I like the podcast better with those three. I can't lie. I like the chemistry and everything else like that, but sometimes you can't force a friendship to work, because then one feels entitled to the friendship and they feel ownership. But I'm your boy, and they try to use the years in relationship to hold the person as a hostage, and that shit never works sometimes. But it will work for Roy and Mel to have their own podcast now. So let's see how things go. That's my take.